Hello, how are you? Welcome to this reading vlog. This is going to be my very first reading vlog on my channel. I started filming one last week, but it was just kind of very awkward because I was still getting used to filming, and I still am. So I decided to scrap what I had from that one and start a new one. I just finished a book last night. I'm in the middle of an audiobook and I'm about to start another book. So I thought I would give some updates regarding that before I start my new book. So first of all, today is June 11th. It is a Thursday. So far today I have worked on assignments for my internship. I am so fortunate as to be able to keep my summer internship for college this summer. Because of COVID-19, I think over 50% of students lost their summer internships, which is really, really sad. But I was so fortunate that I got to keep mine. So I work there Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Today's Thursday, so it is a day off. I have been reading, watching YouTube videos, relaxing. So I want to talk about the books that I've been reading. The book that I finished last night was Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare. I did not read this until recently because when Chain of Gold came out, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to take it all in yet with everything that was going on. And also I had wanted to reread The Infernal Devices and read a number of short stories to prepare for Chain of Gold. So I didn't have access to those materials when this book came out, and so I didn't read it until recently, but I finished it last night. I really liked it. I gave it 4 stars just because it didn't wow me like Cassandra Clare's more recent works usually do, but I still really, really enjoyed it. I am a character reader, so I focus a lot on the characters. The characters are what's really important to me over the plot, and so that's why I gave it a higher rating, because it is very character driven. This installment is, at least. So for lack of a better thing to say, I'm excited to find out what the plot will be when the next book comes out next March. I am currently listening to the audiobook on Scribd for Sense and Sensibility, and yes, when I sit down to follow along in my book, I am reading out of this massive, complete Jane Austen. The only Jane Austen books that I have individually are an annotated Pride and Prejudice and Emma, so I have the rest of them in this tome of blue and gold beauty, but I am really, really enjoying Sense and Sensibility so far. Emma is actually the Jane Austen heroine of the books that I've read that I relate to the most, which is kind of funny because I was named after her, but I am really finding Marianne to be a very compelling character, and I really admire and I have a lot of respect for Eleanor so far. I'm about 20 chapters in, and there are 50 chapters in the book, so it gives you an idea. I think Mrs. Dashwood is an incredible woman. I think she doesn't put enough stock in Eleanor's ideas and what Eleanor has to say so far, but I am only 20 chapters in, which is almost halfway, so we'll see how things continue from here. So I am reading Sense and Sensibility, like I said, on the audiobook on Scribd. The narrator is wonderful. She has a beautiful voice, and she uses little different voices for each of the characters, which is awesome. But I am reading that on audiobook when I'm getting ready for work, driving to and from work, because my internship is really the only place that I'm going. But when I am sitting down to read it and follow along sometimes, but the new physical book that I'm going to be starting today is If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. I read The Secret History by Donna Tartt in April for my OWLs. I participated in the OWLs even though I hadn't started a YouTube channel yet, but I agree with the sentiment that the secret history should have stayed a secret. And so at the recommendation of Boston from Boston Reads Books, I am going to be picking up If We Were Villains by Emil Rio as sort of a, if you didn't like the secret history, try this dark academia book. And I am so excited. I love Shakespeare. I'm not even an English major, and I took a Shakespeare class last fall, and it was amazing, and I loved it. And I was a theater kid in middle school and high school, and so I have a lot of affection for this book already. Just the idea of it, I'm so excited. This cover is just beautiful. It has deckled edges. No one told me about the end pages of these books. They're just one-off lines from different Shakespeare plays, I'm pretty sure, because I recognize a couple of them. And this hardcover underneath is gorgeous, and it has a stamp there. I'm not sure if you can see that, and I'm not sure what it is. Oh, it's the Flatiron Building. Because the publisher is Flatiron Books. I'm so observant. But anyway, I am going to go take a seat outside underneath the umbrella on our patio. I have a telemedicine doctor's appointment at 4:30, but until then, I'm gonna start If We Were Villains. So I opened up the first page of If We Were Villains after the page that says Act 1, which was exciting in itself because I'm sure that the book is going to be in 5 acts because all of Shakespeare's plays were in 5 acts. So the first sentence, like the second sentence, was a Shakespeare quote, and so I was like, oh, I should A, tab this book, and B, I should tab every time I see a quote and mark the play that it's in, the play that it's from. So I went and got my tabs, and I am very, very low on tabs. The most that I have, I think, are green. So for this book, I'm going to use green to indicate quotes from Shakespeare plays and write the play on the tab. If I can find it, I'm probably, unless it's marked in the book itself, I'm gonna search online to see which play it's from. But maybe I could compile a list of how many times each play was quoted. That would be pretty cool. But anyway, I'm going to try to go get more tabs tonight. But for this short reading stint, I'm just gonna use what I have, and then I'll make like a color code key for this book another time when I get more tabs. So I'm on the 8th page, and I've promptly run out of green tabs, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4 quotes on just this 2-page spread. So I think I'm gonna get up and go get some tabs. Friday afternoon. I went and had lunch with a friend at her house outside on the porch, which was really nice today, and I just got home. So in terms of reading updates, I am, let me look, 62 pages into If We Were Villains. I have been tabbing every single Shakespeare reference, and I started tabbing some other things too, like the qualifications for tabbing, I guess, that I'm using are character descriptions that I like, I relate to this passage or sentence or piece of dialogue a theme or idea to remember, either because I feel like it's going to be important or because I think that it's an interesting thing to think about, and also just like a bit of language that I like. So those are the things that I'm marking along with all the Shakespeare references that I can find. There are so many. Like in the first 50 pages, there were so many Shakespeare references, and the further it goes along, the fewer there are like per page. But it's a lot. So I am 90 pages into If We Were Villains, and I have run out of green tabs from the tabs that I bought to use in this book to mark the Shakespeare quotes. So I think what I'm going to do is just on a sticky note write down the page number of every time another one appears, and then I will go back another time and buy some more tabs and put them in there. It has been really interesting to see in which scenes which plays are used and think about what happens in those plays, and it sort of gives the scene itself or the dialogue more meaning. But yeah, but I'm just gonna have to do the tabs another time. So, but I'm nearing the 100 page mark, and it's really good. It's really interesting. I'm liking it a lot so far. Welcome to a sleepy, sunny Saturday. Today I am celebrating Father's Day a weekend early with my dad and my mom, so that's what most of my day is going to be spent doing. So I've been slowly but surely getting ready this morning for our socially distanced, masked up expeditions later. But I have been listening to and reading along with Sense and Sensibility. I am in chapter 21, which in this edition of Jane Austen's books is in the page 60s, because it's the first novel in the collection. So also I finished Act 2, the Act 2 section of you cannot see what this is because I don't have the dust jacket on it anymore. The Act 2 section of If We Were Villains. So if you've read the book, you know that things have happened. Last night my parents and I watched episode 1 of Mary Berry's Country Homes on BritBox. It was the Downton Abbey house. It was like an hour-long sort of documentary about the Downton Abbey house, which is actually called Highclere Castle in the English countryside right outside of London, and the inner workings of how that works and everything. And it was just so great and so relaxing. And then I was so tired and I went straight to bed. But I am excited to get some more into Sense and Sensibility today. I don't know when I will pick up If We Were Villains again, but I think soon, because I'm really interested to see what's gonna happen. I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm going to eat my food and listen to this book and read along with it, and I will see you the next time I have an update. staying the night. It is about 10:30. It's between 10:30 and 11 on Saturday night. As you might have seen in the clips before, today my family and I went masked up and socially distanced to see the giraffes, which have just come from Louisiana, I think, to our local zoo. My dad's favorite animals are giraffes, and so as a way to celebrate Father's Day, we went there today, which was really cool. They're such cool animals. But anyway, so I read a bit today. I read a couple of more scenes in, I think, the next two scenes, the prologue and the next two scenes of If We Were Villains, and I listened to about 5 chapters of Sense and Sensibility. So yeah, I'm going along slowly but surely. I am getting rather tired, and I've been writing tonight after dinner, working on a short story, so I think I'm going to go take my contacts out and put on some glasses so that I feel a little bit more energized, because I think part of my problem is that my contacts are dry. And then I'm going to put on my pajamas, get cozy, and try to write a little more. But I've been really tired today, so I haven't been able to read or write a lot. I don't think I have a lot of brain power left. But I'm not ready to go to bed. I might watch YouTube videos, I might watch a movie, but yeah, I'm really enjoying the books that I'm reading so far. I will see you in the morning. So it is now about 4 p.m. on Sunday, maybe 3:30. Yeah, it's about 3:30. And I had a really relaxing morning today. I made some miso soup with tofu for lunch. That was really nice. It was really good. And I finished a short story I've been working on this week, and that was really fun. It's definitely a first draft, that I'm really proud of the idea. I think it's cool. Maybe not the execution, but hopefully soon I'll be able to make the execution as good as the idea. But after I finished my story, I took a little nap, and I thought it was going to be sunny all day long, but it started raining torrentially, so that's pretty exciting. Nice surprise. I've been watching YouTube videos that came out today, and I'm watching Emma's vlog right now. But yeah, I think I'm going to finish this video and then take a break from YouTube and read some more of If We Were Villains. I'm having to take the story in little chunks so that I can process everything, but I am really enjoying it. What I can read so far. I really want to know what happened. So, and it doesn't look like the storm will be letting up anytime soon. Alright, so it is now going on about 9:30 on Sunday night. I think, unless I have another update after this clip, I might end the vlog here. But I am 4 acts through If We Were Villains, and it is so good. I'm enjoying it so much. I haven't read very many, but I love books where at least one character, if not more, slowly fall into insanity, which is sort of what's happening here. Their guilt is sort of eating them from the inside out, which reminds me a lot of Raskolnikov from Crime and Punishment. But he was experiencing the guilt on his own, whereas all of these people are all together. Not to spoil anything, but it's really interesting to see how these characters fall apart. So I have 1 act left, and from what I can tell, this follows the Shakespearean tragedy structure. I am hoping that I will learn what happened, that we can solve the murder in the 5th act, and that will be part of the unraveling, the falling apart, the finale to the tragedy. But it may not, and I have to prepare myself for that disappointment, but I'm hoping that the ending will be satisfying nonetheless. So I think right now I'm going to go have a shower, get in bed, and have a cup of maybe chamomile tea, and then I'm going to finish off this book. I have so just about 50 pages left, which is not very much, as you can see, but I'm really excited to see how this book finishes out. Right now it's looking at like a 4-star read, just because I'm really enjoying it, but it's not like the greatest thing in the world that I've ever read. But if it really wows me in the final act, or really disappoints me in the final act, that rating could obviously change. I've been wanting to start using the Power rating system, but I just haven't had the energy to start that yet. I'm gonna finish it tonight. Let's do it. So a little update, it's almost midnight and I just finished If We Were Villains. That ending has given me a lot to think about. It was definitely satisfying. Going to end my vlog here and give my final thoughts in the morning, but that will be in my next vlog and probably in a June wrap up if I do that. So yes, that was something else for sure, but really good book. really enjoyed it. So, very tired. Thank you for watching this vlog. I hope that you are having a lovely day, a lovely night, and that you are loving what you're reading. Talk to you soon. Bye.